As a PC VR enthusiast, I happily accepted the offer to playtest this project. I started playing Arkero VR, hoping for great fun, but then I had missed something important. In this video I will show my experience with Arkero VR, version 1.98, but it's rather more like... you will see. And I will explain what this game is as I go. The game offers two modes, Trials and Multiplayer. Arkero VR wants to be a VR MOBA like League of Legends or Dota 2. It's not released yet, so as expected there was no player in multiplayer. I chose to start with Trials, though I have a quick play option in the multiplayer menu and left it for later. In Trials mode I had two available challenges, Ranger Trial and Arbalist Trial, a new word for me. The Mage Trial was logged with a coming soon site. Since I review indie games, I try everything. I started with the Range Trial. The beginning felt a bit clunky. In other archery games I reached back to grab an arrow, but here it didn't appear. I was confused and a bit frustrated with the first enemy chased me. But I couldn't shoot. The game gave me some instructions, but they didn't explain this clearly. Or maybe I was just dumb. The enemy kept coming closer, and I couldn't smack him with my bow or use a dagger. Then I got it. You don't need to reach back to shoot arrows. After that I could defeat enemies and move on, but then I had another problem. I wasn't used to aiming here. It's annoying when enemies close, you aim straight and the arrow flies past. What the fuck? I practiced my shots and then I saw a shiny object. Above, I had to hit with an arrow. After a few tries, I got it. Now I could shoot 5 arrows at once. The next enemy wasn't lucky. Ooh. I laughed and moved on. I faced more enemies, some even stacking on objects. Not great. After a few more fights and better aiming, I beat the trial. It wasn't hard or challenging. Something felt off and I realized I'd forgotten an important detail. Anyway, I moved to the Arbalist Trail. An Arbalist is a crossbow user, and you get 2 small auto-reloading crossbows. I thought, cool, I hope for some gangsta medieval fun. So I ventured into the unknown. The first enemies appeared, and hitting them with both crossbow was tricky. I struggled for a couple of minutes to figure out the secret, which I can't explain now. You have to aim for the head to kill enemies, unlike in the Ranger Trial. That confused me. Then I saw a buff for my crossbow and tried to get it, but I kept missing even when I get closer. I was confused and annoyed. Next, the ground disappeared under my feet and I fell below the map. I wasn't alone down there. Bye. This is perfect time to explain. I forgot Arkero VR is still in early access on Steam. I got version 1.98 before it went public. So really, it's more like version 0.1.98. Technically, I got early access of early access. I restarted the trial and didn't fall through the map this time. At first, I thought I had to shoot the chest or belly, but as I said, you must hit the head. I found more enemies and then found a boss. He dropped from a red sphere and was glitchy as hell, attacking with magic and summoning minions. The fight was simple and I beat him. Then big arrows pointed me to a red sphere using my crossbow. I destroyed it and completed the trial. I was still confused about the game's idea and quality so far. Remember the quick play in multiplayer? I tried it once, but on my record it stuttered like 1 frame per second. Maybe I need a new graphic card, feel free to support me for that. In multiplayer, you can only teleport and you can't turn your character position. That's strange. Anyway, that was my first experience with Arkero VR. If you wanted to check the project by yourself, the link is in the description. Let's hope the devs make this game much better. Tell me in the comments what you think. See you next time. Bye.